Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast, right here on FanStream Sports. You can find us at fanstreamsports.com each and every single day, including for our live broadcasts for all of our great shows across the network, or on the FanStream Sports mobile app, or, of course, wherever you get your podcasts. We encourage you to subscribe, like, share, all of that good stuff that everybody asks you to do all the time. We appreciate when you do it, obviously. But especially if you've got some golf buddies out there who just don't like your straight-laced, full of stats, blow hard, propping up all the golfers because everyone's great. If you don't like those, they don't like those kind of shows, they'll like us because that's not what we are. We're called From the Rough for a reason because we come to you from the rough, not from the putting surface, not even from the tee box, Rick Arnett. But we come to you from the rough. A little bit of golf talk, a little bit of opinion, some guests, but always a good time right here on FanStream Sports and From the Rough. So you will notice that I am solo. I am not here with our PGA of America member co-host, Mr. John Gerber. He is traveling today unexpectedly. We had discussed doing a show today, as we always do, with the Wednesday preview show, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, across all of our FanStream Sports outlets, with the live show so that you can be a part of it. But Johnny unexpectedly had something come up as he got out of town a little bit later than he thought he could, than he thought he would. So if you're a fan of the Johnny Free Show, here you go. It's here. And we're going to try to preview this 2025 Truist Championship the best that we possibly can without Johnny. We do have Johnny's picks for you, though. If you missed those earlier, we put those out on social media, namely X, Facebook. I think they're on his Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, all of those, each and every Wednesday morning, so you have plenty of time to go wherever you go to place your bets. We don't have a specific spot we send you. You just get to pick, and Johnny provides you with the winning picks. We will go over those later in the show in case you missed them, but you're welcome to check me out at IndyCarTim on Threads. On Threads, but on X and Blue Sky, it's all the same, as well as on Facebook. Johnny is at J Gerber PGA Pro on X, and you can find those picks every Wednesday morning as we bring those to you and then talk about them during our preview show right here on From the Rough. But before we get into golf stuff, that's kind of golf stuff. Before we get into that, I have to give a big shout-out and a big, huge thank you. If you guys were with us on our Monday recap, you will notice that we did that show live. We had some issues because we had some what's known in the business as connectivity issues. But we did our show live from the retreat down in Cleburne, Texas. We were there supporting a great cause, playing in a great golf tournament. It was the first annual Airway Warriors Charity Golf Tournament hosted by the Retreat in conjunction with Cook's Children's Hospital in Fort Worth. For those of you that aren't aware, so Airway Warriors is a fairly new project. It is led up by Mackenzie Kohler and a bunch of moms who have children who are dealing with what is called, and of course, let's see, it's trach. I'm trying to make sure I get this right because it's an important deal. It's in support of children with tracheomalacia, and it's a restriction of the airway when they're born. I won't even try to get into the medical explanation of it, but the way Mackenzie explained it to me is that think about your airway when you're born as a plastic straw. All right, it's a little rigid. It can take some abuse. Children that are born with tracheomalacia, it's kind of a paper straw, and it collapses very easily. So any type of anything that affects these children health-wise that have this can restrict their breathing, which, of course, is not good. But Airway Warriors is officially a 501c3 nonprofit, and this was their very first golf tournament, charity golf tournament out at the retreat. There will be many, many more. Look for the second annual Airway Warriors charity golf tournament out at the retreat around this same time, maybe next year. And, of course, we at FanStream Sports, we're proud to be a sponsor of it. Johnny and I were very, very happy to be out there in support of it and happy to play in the tournament. It was a lot of fun. We had a little bit of rain, but the rain did not dampen the what was going on out there, did not dampen the event, and it did not dampen the mood because everybody out there, lots of kids out there that are affected with this, were out there in support of it. And it was humongous. It was tremendous. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Mackenzie Kohler and Chris Kohler for having us out there to the retreat, for their tremendous hospitality, for hosting me and Johnny, providing us with a couple of their villas to stay at for a couple of nights while we helped out with this thing and while we attended. Just a tremendous, tremendous facility and a tremendous cause. And we couldn't be happier to be a part of it and to be in support of it. Just go search Airway Warriors. I don't think they have a website yet. They're quite new. But they do have a Facebook page, and they are all over social media at Airway Warriors is what we were able to find them with, and what Mackenzie is describing is the best way to find them. But you're welcome to donate at any time, any amount on their Venmo, which is at Airway Warriors. I believe that's what Mackenzie told me. But just find them on Facebook, I think, is the best way, and you'll see some great photos and stuff from the event that we had on Monday out there. And, again, just thank you to all that helped us be a part of it, and to Mackenzie Kohler specifically, and to Crawford Kohler. Mackenzie and Chris's little boy, who is stricken with the tracheomalacia and has had a number of surgeries to help repair it and to get him to somewhat of a normal stream of life here. But he's doing very well, and this is a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for you guys to support a tremendous cause. And I know I'm saying tremendous a lot, but it is. It's a great event, and it's a great cause. You guys get out there and check out Airway Warriors. We were so happy to be a part of it. That said, I did embarrass myself a little bit out on the golf course, although I putted quite well. I will say that. But we'll try to get some of those photos and videos that I'm sure I won't be able to block up on our social media channels for FanStream Sports, for me, for the show, and all of that, for you guys to make fun of my golf swing. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, and it did not feel good. I'll be quite honest. And I was quite sore after playing just 10 holes. We only made it 10 holes before the weather kicked in and caused us to abandon the round. But I will brag a little bit. Me and John Gerber, our buddy Nate, and I can't remember our other playing partner's name. I apologize. But we posted a 9 under through 10 holes. The technically winning team was at 15 under through 15 holes. So we were right there on pace with the winners. We would not have won, though, obviously being associated with the event. But our score was right up there. And I will brag, we took a couple of my putts, took a couple of long putts for birdies. I think one for eagle. But we'll take it. It was a great, great weekend, and I'm still a little bit sore from not swinging a golf club for about 5 years. But it is what it is, man. It was a great time. It was a great time. Another great time as we transition a little bit will be had by all in attendance at the 2025 Truist Championship, live from the Philadelphia Cricket Club, the Wisconsin course. I don't know how to say that because I don't really care. Up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Not a fan of the state of Pennsylvania. I'm not a fan of the city of Philadelphia. Definitely not a fan of par 70s, although they're better than the par 71s that we dealt with last week, right, at the Byron Nelson. But purse $20 million at 7,119 yards is what it'll be playing as in this signature event to be held this week, the 2025 Truist Championship. So as a signature event, you're going to have a lot of the notable names. And by the way, this is not the normal venue for the tournament, but of course the PGA Championship is going to be held out there in Charlotte, where this is normally played. So they had to move it, which I'm not a fan of this course either. because it's in Pennsylvania, and I can do without the state of Pennsylvania, like, for good. Let's just go to 49 states. Not a fan. But it does stand now that just one tournament is between the players and the second major championship of the season, and it's a big one. It's the Truist. Normally at Quail Hollow, but they are going north to the Philadelphia Cricket Club as Charlotte down there cedes their grounds to the PGA Championship. But look, it's a signature event. It's going to play host to its first PGA tournament. Your headliners will be notable names. The most recent major championship winner, Rory McIlroy, in his career Grand Slam at the Masters. He's in his first individual stroke play tournament event since slipping on the green jacket before his trek to Quail Hollow next week. He will serve as the defending champion as well, but again, on a different course. He's going to look to keep the momentum that he has built this season as he rolls into another major. He's got some rust to dust off. Or his playing partner at the Zurich Classic will have some dust to brush off in Shane Lowry. But McIlroy looked pretty good at the Zurich Classic. And I still think he's got some momentum from the Masters, man, especially emotionally, right? You don't come down from that very quick. And, he's played some golf. He's been in and around the golf ball, and he's tried to stay loose, I'm sure. And I think he'll look sharp. I think he'll look sharp. I don't know that you'll see him on our cards as we get into our picks, because he's never on our cards because there's no value there. And Johnny's picks are all about value, and we will get into those a little bit later in the show for certain, for those of you wondering. But, yes, it's going to be a big turnout here in the signature event. I think for Rory, this tournament might test his putter a little bit. There's some undulating greens there at the Philadelphia Cricket Club. Don't know why we're playing golf at a cricket club, but here we are. Or why there's so many crickets. That's weird. It's like a cricket zoo. I'm just kidding, of course. I just think it's a weird name. The area of the game that many, though, are going to be looking out for this week will be around the greens, especially when you look at Colin Morikawa. He's a two-time major champion. He's trying to get hot as he rolls into the PGA with his new caddy. They make their first appearance together following the victory at the RBC Heritage with Justin Thomas. Morikawa's cooled a little bit since a strong start to the season because he has been struggling mightily on the greens. He's got to overcome his putter dip to overcome the naysayers, because there are plenty of naysayers around his game right now. And Johnny and I are a couple of them. I don't think he's playing well. I know he started strong. I don't think he's playing well this year at all. He's been winless now for over 500 days, and I see that continuing probably at least through the end of the season. PGA Championship winner Xander Schauffele still has another week with his Wanamaker Trophy as he looks more and more like his usual self week by week. His good buddy Patrick Can't Get Laid has been held winless for now more than 2 years as he looks to break through in a comfortable part of the country for him. Ludwig Oberg makes his tournament debut as he missed last year's action with a knee injury. Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, both of those guys will aim to keep their play solid here just a week ahead of the major in North Carolina. We mentioned it's at the Philadelphia Cricket Club. It's a par 70, 7,119 yards. Your purse this week, boys and girls, $20 million up for grabs. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the odds and, of course, get into Johnny and mine's picks, my dartboard picks. Many of you were asking about those this morning because I don't post those ahead of time because they're for fun. You're not supposed to use them to bet. That's what Johnny's picks are for. Had some people on social asking, hey, where's your dartboard picks? Well, you got to watch the show to get those. And I'll be honest, they're a little more fun when Johnny's here to make fun of them. I get it. But you guys can have plenty of fun with them here when we get into those later. We are going to take our first break of the show here, pay a few bills. Johnny's not here, so I got to pay the bills on my own. I know it's not fun, but we got to do it. We are From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I We'll be back after this. Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. And what is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
JP here for the Jeeves Law Group and my man Scott Jeeves. If you're going to hire an attorney, do you want some guy looking for a quick settlement and a quick buck, or do you want an attorney with some chops? Scott is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator. Been practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. He is a peer-reviewed AV preeminent-rated civil trial lawyer. They just don't hand out those classifications. He's been the lead class action counsel on many complex consumer protection cases and has handled hundreds of serious personal injury cases. He's dedicated his career to protecting injured victims and is committed to vigorously representing you. We're local, we're trusted, and we get results. Personal injury and personal attention. Call for a free case evaluation. That's 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. The Jeeves Law Group.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go! Right now. Back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim, here previewing for you and with you the 2025 Truist Championship up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where all the Crickets clubs are. The Crickets, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Cricket Club, where they're playing golf this week. Of all the asininely named courses, it's got to be one of them, and it's possibly the most asinine city in America. Is Philadelphia even America? I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I know you got to move for the PGA because it's at Quail Hollow this year, but we have to go to Philadelphia to play golf. I'm not a fan, boys and girls, in case you couldn't tell, of anything involving the city of Philadelphia, anything involving the state of Pennsylvania. Every time I think of Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, my body inside starts to rumble around, and you just get this huge. And when that's not enough, there's a little. So that's what it is. I can't stand it up there. But hey, the tournament is going to be fun. I'm telling you, I'm going to watch it. As long as it's not, what fiasco that we had last week that was darn near unwatchable. Well, it wasn't darn near unwatchable. It was unwatchable for most of the 4 days. I'm telling you. If you guys haven't heard my take on the 2025 CJ Cup Byron Nelson fiasco, go check out Monday's show when we were live at the retreat, as Johnny and I recapped that mess of a piece of crap for you. No, it's not fun. It's not. I'll get into it a little bit. It is not fun to watch. It's not a fun golfing viewing experience when the best golfer in the world dominates a course to the tune of, at one point, 32 under par. That is stupid. That is asinine. It's ridiculous, and it's just stupid. I can't even think of enough adjectives to throw that out there. And you had the most boring player on the most boring course with the most boring score ever winning that thing. Look, I love Scotty Scheffler. I do. I mean, love's a strong word.
Scotty Scheffler.
Just Scotty, you're a dad now. Can you just show a little personality? Can you get a little bit excited? Can you, I don't know, man, a little fist bump or a whatever. Just look like you're happy to be rich and be playing a stupid game for a career. He's just so indifferent and vanilla towards everything. And he shaved his beard. What are you doing, Scotty Scheffler?
Scotty Scheffler.
You shaved his freaking beard before the tournament. Now he looks like every other 26-year-old white guy in Highland Park. Oh, for the love of God. I digress. But boys, I don't know. I got to regroup now. Y'all got me in my CJ Cup Byron Nelson mode. That was a big part of last week's show. Johnny had to settle me down back then. But Scotty not appearing this week because he just won. And I guess you need some time off when you win that many millions of dollars at that low of a score. It's fine. I wouldn't want to go to Philadelphia to play either, Scotty.
Scotty Scheffler.
I guarantee you that's why he's taking off this week. It had nothing to do with his win. It's because he doesn't freaking want to go to Philadelphia. You know what? Neither does anybody else, but they're doing it. Your favorite this week, boys and girls. Just digress. See, this is what happens when Johnny's not here. Good God. He reins me in every time I start to get on my rant. Well, sometimes. Your favorite, boys and girls, with absolutely zero value to bet on here. And these are courtesy FanDuel Sportsbook, and these are as of Tuesday's lines. So they may have shifted a little bit, or they could be a little bit different wherever you go. But these lines here, look, Rory, God bless him. He's won 4 times this year. He doesn't have a history here to go off of. He's at 9-2. But his ability off the tee should set him apart here and set him up for success at the Philly Cricket Club. Given the carry yardages that are required, the relative openness of the course that the players will face, he's been pretty dominant from tee to green this season, but the putter has shown a little bit of cracks in its game here the last 8 rounds or so. I don't think it's anything for us to be too concerned about, but it's certainly something we should continue to watch out for, especially on a course he hasn't played at before. So he's going to have to hit some greens. His iron plus short iron play is going to have to be top-notch here for him this year. Again, 9-2, no value at all. Whatever you do, don't freaking bet on Rory McIlroy to win this week, even though he might. 14-1, Colin Morikawa. I don't know why he is up so high here according to FanDuel odds. He ranks first in the field in strokes gained, approach, and 4th in driving accuracy. That's a combination that can travel to just about any golf course. But it's the short game for him this year that's become his shortcoming, as he is outside the top half in both strokes gained around the green and putting. But it's not for the lack of trying new things. He's shuffling through some different putters. He's shuffling through some different bagmen. He is lost right now. So we'll have to see how it works out for Colin Morikawa and his future ex-wife, Johnny's not around, so he's probably safe. At 14-1. 16-1, we've got Xander Schauffele, of course. I like to have fun with some of these guys' names in case y'all haven't figured that out. And if you haven't, I apologize.
Scotty Scheffler.
It's just kind of what I do around here. Especially when Johnny's not around, I can have a little bit of fun. Xander Schauffele at 16-1. Also at 16-1. Ludwig Oberg. He's been a little bit better than Rory McIlroy with the driver in his hand this year, but the rest of his game has been kind of a big fat question mark. Take away the top 10 finish at the Masters. I mean, and I know it's hard to take that away because it's the Masters and it's a top 10. But if you take that away, he is without a top 20 finish since his win at Torrey Pines. His iron play has been questionable for most of this year. If he's able to get that under control this week, I think he's capable of having a good showing, being near the top of the leaderboard, and it will do him wonders heading into Quail Hollow next week, I believe. Justin Thomas at 18-1. Now we're getting into where at 18-1, if you want to bet on some of these guys, there's a little bit of value. It just depends on how much you want to risk. Depends on how much. And by the way, we'll do all these disclaimers out there. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800, whatever that number, 1-800, I gamble too much. I don't know what the number is. Whatever it is, go look it up. Justin Thomas at 18-1. Patrick Cantlay at 20-1. At 28-1, we've got a couple of guys here that are very, very intriguing. Really three. At 28-1, you have Mr. Tommy Fleetwood, Mr. Victor Hovland, and Jordan Spieth. All at 28-1. So, look, there's a lot of Jordan Spieth fanboys out there. I get it. I like Jordan. And right now, he's kind of percolating. He's rattled off 4 straight top 20 finishes. That includes a solo third last week in his backyard at TPC Craig Ranch. He's been hitting the ball really, really well. He's posting some of the best ball striking numbers of his entire career. His iron performances are right up there with the world best this year. And he's driving it pretty much as well as he ever has. So why is he at 28-1 and not more of a favorite? Well, his short game needs a little bit of work. And I think his short game will make or break his chances here this week up in Philadelphia for Jordan Spieth. Victor Hovland, speaking of short games, Victor Hovland's short game is improving a bit. He missed 4 of his first 6 cuts in 2025. He broke through with a win at the Valspar out there near Tampa, and he sort of kept his good play rolling. He had a T21 at the Masters where he was fantastic from the fairway, and he followed it up with a T13 in Hilton Head where he gained throughout the bag. He ranked second behind Morikawa in terms of iron play among those in the field. So there are some numbers. 30-1. Best Canadian on the tour right now, Mr. Corey Connors. There's some odds for you. We'll get into Johnny's picks here shortly. Wanted to go over some of the tee times here for you guys. And again, everybody knows my stance on Thursday and Friday viewing. Well, it really goes through the whole weekend for most, especially for the signature events and the majors. But those tend to get a little more TV coverage from CBS and the mainstream networks. But your Thursday and Friday viewing should start no later. Look, I don't know if y'all have real jobs. I work from home. I don't have real jobs. Being a sports writer and a broadcaster, I kind of get to be where I want, when I want, and everything else sort of comes to me. But your viewing of the Truist Championship should start no later than, 9 o'clock Central over on Golf Channel. 9 o'clock Central Time, I believe those are 10 o'clock Central Time. So they'll tee off 11 o'clock Eastern time. So, 9 o'clock Central time, you should start watching some of the pregame. But at around 10 o'clock Central time, you're going to want to head over to your ESPN Plus subscription that I hope you have. Why would you not? Look, I'm not a huge supporter of ESPN. I think their programming, frankly, sucks. A lot of their personalities, frankly, suck. But I pay for ESPN solely for the purpose of their PGA Tour coverage. With the, especially the Thursday and Friday early coverage where you have your featured groups, your featured holes, and you can literally follow just about anybody you want to. And any hole you want to on any given day of those tournaments. 10:09 a.m., your first tee time. We have, let's see if we can put our groups here together. 10:09, off number 1, Ben Griffin, Lucas Glover, and Sam Stevens. While off number 10, you will have Joe Highsmith, Harris English, and one of the Højgaard twins, Rasmus, playing along Harris English and Joe Highsmith. So you'll want to tune in about 10 o'clock Central to your ESPN Plus subscription. If you don't have one, go get it. No, I don't make money off of that. I don't own stock in Espen. I'm just trying to get you the best golf coverage that I can for you. This is a gift for you. I would give you my login, but I think they frown upon that because mine's actually a bundle with Disney Plus and Hulu. And then I think I might lose that subscription if I give it out to everybody that's listening right now and watching. Sorry. I do a lot for you guys. I can't do everything. You're on your own with this. 10:20 a.m. off number 1, Brian Harmon, Patrick Cantlay, and Tom Hoagie. May see his name on a card. 10:20 a.m. off number 10, Robert McIntyre, Davis Thompson, and Denny McCarthy. Let's find some notables here for you throughout the tee times. Corey Connors, Chris Kirk, Adam Hadwin, 10:31 off number 10. JT Poston, Cam Davis, Steven Yeager off number 1 at 10:53 Central. How about the trio of Andrew Novak, Ricky Fowler, and Gary Woodland at 11:04 Central off number 1? That's not bad. That's a fun little grouping to watch. Jordan Spieth, Minwoo Lee, and Maverick McNeely at 11:15 Central off number 1. And then here's the featured group you're going to want to watch. Actually, there's 2 of them, both of them at 10:26 a.m. Central. Off number 1, Justin Thomas, Rory McIlroy, and Tommy Fleetwood. Off of number 10, also at 11:26 a.m. Central, Keegan Bradley, Shane Lowry, the man who just missed out at the Masters, Justin Rose. 2 big featured groups right there over on ESPN Plus at 11:26 Central, 12:26 Eastern for you. Our buddy Ludwig Oberg alongside Russell Henley and Sepp Straka at 11:37 off number 10. And then after that, you guys go find your own guys. Xander Schauffele, Akshay Bhatia, Hideki Matsuyama at 11:48 off number 10. And then the final groupings go out at 12:10 Central, 1:10 Eastern off number 1, Brian Campbell, Patrick Rogers, Ryan Gerard. Off number 10 at the same time, 12:10 Central, Garrick Higgo, Daniel Berger, and Jacob Bridgman. So there you go. Head over to PGAtour.com for all of the pairings and groupings and the times, tee times, and all that. That's where I got all of it for you. From the Philadelphia Cricket Club at Flourtown, Pennsylvania. Vomit, vomit, vomit. As I continue to do that for you. Let's take another break. We'll come back on the other side, and we will talk about Johnny's picks, Johnny's card. I can't give you the expert analysis that he always does for you, but I will get to show it to you, and then you can make your own anal analysis after that. Just wherever you want to go make your picks. By the way, studio text line is open, 214-937-0569. That is open 24/7, whether we're on the air or not. You can always find us there at 214-937-0569. Let us know who you are, where you're texting from, and we'll make sure that we read your comment on the air and give you proper credit, because that's what we do around here. We are from the rough right here on FanStream Sports. We'll be back with Johnny's picks and my dartboard picks after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It, and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
JP here for the Jeeves Law Group and my man Scott Jeeves. If you're going to hire an attorney, do you want some guy looking for a quick settlement and a quick buck, or do you want an attorney with some chops? Scott is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator. Been practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. He is a peer-reviewed AV preeminent-rated civil trial lawyer. They just don't hand out those classifications. He's been the lead class action counsel on many complex consumer protection cases and has handled hundreds of serious personal injury cases. He's dedicated his career to protecting injured victims and is committed to vigorously representing you. We're local, we're trusted, and we get results. Personal injury and personal attention. Call for a free case evaluation. That's 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. The Jeeves Law Group.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. And what is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things? To showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go! Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim's solo preview show today as Johnny is stuck drunk traveling across the United States, trying to get back to his home base there in Kansas City. We had some pretty wicked weather here in the DFW area yesterday afternoon, and it has affected travel really through today. Heck, they haven't even showed up to mow my palatial estate grounds yet. It's supposed to be yesterday, and I'm still waiting. They already took it out of my account, but now I'm waiting for them to show up. It's still kind of wet out there, so I'm not sure. We'll see what goes on. I'll keep y'all posted on the saga of Tim's overgrown lawn that they have already made me pay for, but haven't decided to mow it yet. As that crew of no less than 40 people show up every time to mow my grounds at the palatial estate of the IndyCarTim Castle here in the thriving metropolis of Little Elm. Let's get into a little bit of what everyone is here to see and hear if you're listening to the recorded podcast. By the way, You can always find From the Rough live, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, on FanStream Sports, our YouTube channel, both Dallas and Tampa YouTube channels. Obviously at fanstreamsports.com. Wherever you get your podcasts, later the same day or any day, or the FanStream Sports mobile app when we're live, or links to our website where you can get on-demand episodes of all of our shows. Free for iOS and Android. Appreciate you guys very much tuning in. And don't forget that FanStream Sports Studio text line, 214-937-0569. Sponsorship available, by the way, if you would like it to be called Your Company FanStream Sports text line, 214-937-0569. Shoot me an email, THAMM, THAMM, at fanstreamsports.com. We would be happy to sell that to you for a little bit of cash and get your company name read all the time. Or if you'd just like to sponsor the show or anywhere on the network, shoot us an email, THAMM, THAMM, at fanstreamsports.com. We would be happy to get you on the air so you can become a partner with FanStream Sports on any of our shows, the J.P. Peterson Show, one of our many college and professional football, baseball, basketball daily blitzes, From the Rough, the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim Show. By the way, y'all make sure you stay tuned in for that today on Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central. Me and Colby Sapp live from the FanStream Sports Studios in Dallas, bringing you some Stars talk, some Texas Rangers talk, as they got a new offensive coordinator / hitting coach. And all the fun and debauchery that we give you, that we offer you each and every Monday and Wednesday. Well, Wednesdays lately. Trying to get back to Mondays. Here on FanStream Sports. So let's get into our picks for Johnny's winning picks for the, well, I've got to do mine first. Almost shortchanged y'all, didn't I? So you guys know that I just do my picks for fun. I call them my dartboard picks because they are sometimes a shot in the dark, and they're just for fun. I have fun with them. Usually when Johnny's here, he can shoot them down, tell me how stupid they are, which is pretty funny, actually, because I literally put minimal effort. I won't say zero. I do put minimal effort sometimes into these things. Today, it was very, very minimal, because I've just been swamped after our festivities the last 2 days. Down at the retreat. But let's throw those up there for you as I get into my country accent here on FanStream Sports. FanStream Sports Country, where you get your country music first on FanStream. I'm just kidding. We do no country music here. By the way, did y'all know they did the ACM Awards every year? That's a yearly thing? Did y'all know that? I just found that out. And apparently they do it in my backyard right down here in Frisco. During the last commercial break, I had a fine young female texting me, hey, will you meet me at the Star tonight? I'm here. And she took a picture, and she's all in her cowboy boots and her short Daisy Dukes. And she's like, hey, I'm like, what the hell is going on at the Star? I always know when there's things going on at the Star. She's like, it's the ACM Awards. And I said, I mean, maybe that's what she sounded like. I don't know when she typed it. I'm like, didn't they just do that like 3 months ago? I swear to God, they just had the ACM Academy of Country Music Awards like 5 weeks ago. They just had that. And she's like, no, it was last year. She said, come meet me tonight. And, of course, I said, we'll see. Same thing I tell my kids when I have no intention of doing whatever they asked. We'll see, Kim. We'll see. Back to Tim's dartboard picks. So, kind of on a hot streak still, Andrew Novak from his team win, but he still gets credit for an individual win. It's really weird how they do that at the Zurich Classic. Plus 145 for a top 20. Not a tremendous moneymaker, but I feel like it's a pretty good bet. And he can still make a little bit of money on it. How about our top 10? Mr. Maverick McNeely at plus 335. I kind of like Maverick's game right now. Nothing too specific to offer you there, again, because these are dartboard picks. I try not to give too much analysis. But at plus 335, I thought a really good value there for the top 10. Again, I don't know anything about what these guys are going to do on the course. Johnny really wouldn't either because they haven't played it. But for my winner at 16-1, again, it's more of a favorite than I usually throw out there. Still a little bit of value, though, at 16-1. And he's due. He just needs to get it together a little bit. And I think this wide-open course might help him. Mr. Xander Schauffele. Alexander. Did y'all know that Xander was short for Alexander? I was pretty much yesterday years old when I found that out. Xander Schauffele, 16-1 for your winner in Timm's dartboard picks for the 2025 Truist Championship up in Flowertown, Pennsylvania, at the Philly Cricket Club. Cricket. But boys and girls, it is now time for this. Johnny's winning picks at the tournament that I just mentioned about 150 times. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny's winning picks presented to you by Tomstown Distillery in Kansas City, Missouri, and Orion Golf, experts in golf course personnel and management for all of your golf course management needs. It's oriongolf.com. Head over to toms-town.com. Available in several states for shipping. Their wonderful bourbon, their wonderful gin, their wonderful vodka, as well as their seltzers. Check it out at toms-town.com. We'll see you there. Johnny's 3 winners this week. Told you we'd see Corey Connor's name here. 30-1, Corey Connors. Shane Lowry at 33-1. Danny McCarthy at 60-1. That's been a long shot, a ham sandwich for him in some tournaments this year. So 60-1, tremendous value for Danny McCarthy. His actual ham sandwich this week, Lucas Glover at 110-1. That is tremendous value, and Lucas Glover, all the opportunity in the world for a win here. His 2 top 10 picks. How about Aaron Two Gloves Rye? I'll start putting guys' nicknames on here if I had more space. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Aaron Two Gloves Rye at 375 with maybe the hottest freaking wife on the PGA Tour. Yes, I know there's several candidates out there, but good God, Aaron Rye, you outkicked your coverage horribly, or very well, however you want to say that. Also, Keegan Bradley, plus 375 for a top 10. For Johnny's top 20s, Cashmere Keith Mitchell at plus 190. And how about Tom Hoagie at plus 240 for Johnny's 2 top 20s. Corey Connor, Shane Lowry, Danny McCarthy, his winners. Lucas Glover, his ham sandwich. Aaron Wright, Keegan Bradley, his top 10. And his 2 top 20s for the Truist Championship, Keith Mitchell and Tom Hoagie. So there you go, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed this ridiculous solo from the rough with me, IndyCar Tim, and no Johnny here. No Johnny. As he will be back on Monday with our recap show, our Truist recap. Maybe. You never know, right? Like, if it's just me again, are y'all going to cry? If it's just me doing the recap, are y'all going to cry? I don't think so. I think you'll be okay with it. Hell, y'all can be part of the show, 214-937-0569. If you don't like it, you be the co-host on the text line. Don't really do that. I probably won't let you on. But, yes, and also look for Johnny's picks, of course, for the matchups coming this Saturday and Sunday. You can find all of those across our social media network, our social media channels. X, I am at IndyCarTim. He is at J. Gerber PGA Pro. You can find him on our Facebook page, our Fanstream Sports Facebook page. Go make sure you join that. Interact with all of our great guests. Me and Johnny and Tito and JP, Scott Hamilton, Colby Sapp, all of us. We'd love to speak to you over there on the well, we have a Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim page too. You can join that. But the Fanstream Sports page over on Facebook. And we will be back on Saturday morning with Johnny's matchups. Look for us there. And also on Monday with the Truist recap. Until then, boys and girls, I am IndyCarTim for Fanstream Sports. Y'all keep hitting them straight.